You know that feeling when you walk into a room and suddenly forget why you went in there? Or when a word is right on the tip of your tongue, but it just won't come out? If you've experienced those moments, I want you to know something important. It doesn't mean your best years are behind you. In fact, your brain is capable of staying sharp, vibrant, and full of life well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The secret? It's all in the daily habits that keep your mind active, nourished, and engaged. That's what we're talking about today. 5 simple, everyday habits that can make a world of difference in keeping your brain in top shape. These aren't complicated routines or expensive supplements, just small, practical things you can start doing today to support your memory, focus, and mental clarity. Because let's be honest, your brain is the control center of your life. It holds your memories, your wisdom, and your ability to enjoy every moment. Doesn't it deserve a little extra care? So, let's dive into the first habit, and it's one you might not expect: learning something new. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm not in school anymore. Why should I bother learning? But here's the fascinating thing about your brain. It thrives on challenge. When you learn something unfamiliar, whether it's a new language, a musical instrument, or even how to use a new app on your phone, you're creating fresh connections between brain cells. It's like giving your mind a workout, and just like your muscles, your brain gets stronger with use. You don't have to enroll in a college course to make this work. Start small. Maybe this week, you learn how to say good morning in a different language, or you try a new recipe that requires a little extra attention. The key is to step outside your comfort zone, even just a little bit. Your brain loves a gentle challenge, and you might be surprised at how satisfying it feels to master something new. Now, the second habit is all about staying socially connected. You see, your brain isn't meant to work in isolation. It's wired for connection. Meaningful conversations, laughter with friends, even a quick chat with a neighbor. All of these interactions stimulate your brain in ways that solitary activities just can't match. Research shows that people who stay socially active tend to have better memory and cognitive function as they age. But here's the thing. It's not about the number of friends you have. It's about the quality of your connections. If you've been feeling a little isolated lately, try reaching out to one person this week. A phone call to an old friend, a coffee date with a neighbor, or even joining a local club or group that shares your interests. And if getting out isn't easy for you, technology can be a wonderful tool. Video calls, online forums, or even social media can help you stay engaged with the people who matter most. And that brings us to the third habit, moving your body every day. Now, I'm not talking about running a marathon or lifting heavy weights, unless that's your thing. It's about finding ways to stay active that feel good for you. Whether it's a daily walk, gentle yoga, dancing to your favorite music, or even gardening, movement gets your blood pumping, and that includes the blood flow to your brain. Think of it like this. When you move, you're not just helping your heart and muscles. You're also sending oxygen and nutrients to your brain, which helps keep those neurons firing smoothly. Even something as simple as taking the stairs instead of the elevator or doing a few stretches while watching TV can make a difference. The goal isn't perfection. It's just showing up for yourself, one small movement at a time. Now, I know these first 3 habits, learning, connecting, and moving, might seem simple, but don't underestimate their power. They're the foundation of a sharp, resilient brain. And the best part is, they're all things you can start today. No fancy equipment, no strict rules, just small, intentional choices that add up over time. And speaking of choices, there are 2 more habits we'll explore next. One that involves feeding your brain the right fuel, and another that gives your mind the rest it truly needs. Because keeping your brain sharp isn't about doing one big thing. It's about weaving these small, powerful habits into the rhythm of your daily life. So, let's keep going. Your brilliant mind has so much more to enjoy, and I can't wait to help you make the most of it. Now that we've explored how learning new things, staying socially connected, and keeping your body moving can work wonders for your brain, let's talk about 2 more habits that are just as powerful and just as easy to incorporate into your daily routine. The 4th habit is one you might not immediately associate with brain health, but trust me, it makes all the difference. Feeding your brain the right foods. Think of your brain like a luxury car. It runs best when you give it premium fuel. And what's on your plate plays a huge role in how clearly you think, how well you remember, and even how balanced your mood stays. Now, I'm not about to suggest some complicated diet or tell you to give up all your favorite foods. Instead, let's focus on adding more of the good stuff, the foods that science shows actually help protect and nourish your brain. First up are foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds. These healthy fats are like superfoods for your brain, helping to build and maintain brain cells. Then there are colorful fruits and vegetables, especially berries and leafy greens, packed with antioxidants that help fight off the wear and tear that comes with age. Here's an easy way to start. At your next meal, look at your plate and ask yourself, where's my brain food? Maybe it's adding a handful of blueberries to your breakfast, swapping white bread for whole grain at lunch, or including a serving of fish a couple times a week. Small changes like these can add up to big benefits for your brain over time. And let's not forget about hydration. Your brain is about 75% water, and even mild dehydration can make you feel foggy and forgetful. Try keeping a glass of water nearby throughout the day. And if plain water doesn't excite you, add some lemon slices or cucumber for flavor. Your brain will thank you for staying hydrated. Now, the fifth habit might surprise you because it's something we often don't get enough of as we get older. Quality sleep. I know what some of you might be thinking. Sleep? That's my problem. I can't seem to get enough good sleep these days. You're not alone. Many of us find that sleep becomes more elusive as we age. But here's why it's so crucial for your brain. While you sleep, your brain isn't just resting. It's busy doing important housekeeping. It's consolidating memories, clearing out toxins that build up during the day, and essentially hitting the save button on everything you've learned and experienced. Without enough quality sleep, it's like trying to work on a computer that's never been properly shut down. Things start to slow down and glitch. So how can you improve your sleep? Start by creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Maybe it's reading a physical book, not on a screen, for 20 minutes before bed, or sipping some caffeine-free tea. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time each day. Yes, even on weekends. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't stress about it. Get up, do something quiet like reading for a bit, then try again. Remember, we're not aiming for perfection here. Just small improvements that help your brain get the rest it needs to function at its best. Maybe this week you try turning off screens an hour earlier than usual, or you experiment with a new bedtime routine. Every little bit helps. Now, you might have noticed something interesting about these 5 habits. They're not just good for your brain. They're good for your overall well-being too. That's no coincidence. When you take care of your brain, you're taking care of your whole self. And the beautiful thing is, these habits tend to reinforce each other. When you sleep better, you have more energy to move. When you eat well, you think more clearly. When you stay socially engaged, you feel more motivated to learn new things. What we're really talking about here is creating a lifestyle that supports your brain's natural ability to stay sharp and vibrant. And the best part, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your brain has an amazing capacity to adapt and thrive when given the right care. In our next part, we'll bring everything together and talk about how to make these habits stick, because knowing what to do is one thing, but making it part of your daily life is where the real magic happens. We'll also explore some simple ways to track your progress and celebrate your successes, because keeping your brain sharp should be rewarding, not just another item on your to-do list. So stay with me. We're just getting to the best part, where we turn these ideas into action and help you create a daily routine that keeps your mind as active and engaged as you are. After all, your brain has carried you through decades of experiences, memories, and wisdom. Doesn't it deserve to stay in peak condition for all the years ahead? We've covered so much ground together, from learning new skills to staying socially active, moving your body, eating brain-boosting foods, and getting quality sleep. Now, let's talk about how to weave these habits into your daily life in a way that feels natural, enjoyable, and most importantly, sustainable. Because what good are these strategies if they don't stick? The secret isn't about willpower or discipline. It's about working with your natural rhythms, not against them. Think about your current routine for a moment. There are probably little pockets of time throughout your day that could become opportunities to nurture your brain without feeling like extra work. Maybe it's turning your morning crossword into a mini brain training session, or using your afternoon walk as a chance to observe and remember details in your neighborhood. The key is to attach these new habits to things you're already doing, what experts call habit stacking. For example, while your morning coffee is brewing, you might spend those few minutes doing a simple memory exercise. Try recalling what you had for dinner yesterday, or name all your grandchildren in age order. It's these small, consistent practices that keep your neural pathways active. Or when you're watching your favorite evening show, why not do some gentle stretches or chair exercises during the commercials? You're combining movement with mental engagement, a perfect 2-for-1 for brain health. Now, I want to share something really important. Progress isn't always linear. Some days you'll feel sharp as a tack. Other days you might struggle to remember where you put your keys. That's completely normal. What matters is the overall trend, not any single day. Instead of getting frustrated by occasional forgetfulness, celebrate the wins, like when you remember someone's name without prompting, or when you pick up a new skill faster than you expected. These are signs your brain is responding to the care you're giving it. One powerful way to stay motivated is to keep a simple brain health journal. It doesn't need to be elaborate, just a notebook where you jot down one thing each day that made your brain feel good. Maybe it's the interesting conversation you had with a friend, the new word you learned, or how clear-headed you felt after a good night's sleep. Over time, you'll create a beautiful record of how small changes are adding up to real results. And here's something I really want you to remember. You're not just doing this for today. You're investing in your future self. Every healthy meal, every social connection, every good night's sleep is like putting money in your cognitive bank account. The more you deposit now, the more you'll have to draw from later. Imagine looking back a year from now and realizing how much sharper, more engaged, and more vibrant you feel because of these daily choices. That future is absolutely within your reach. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these habits are you most excited to try? Maybe you've already discovered something that works wonders for your memory and focus. Share it with our community. Your experience could be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you found this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps more people like you discover this content. I'll be creating more videos just like this one, packed with practical tips for thriving in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Remember, your brain is capable of remarkable things at any age. It's never too late to start caring for it, and every small step counts. Here's to many more years of clear thinking, joyful memories, and a mind that stays as vibrant as your spirit. Now go out there and show the world what a sharp, healthy brain after 60 can do. Until next time, keep nurturing that wonderful brain of yours. It's your greatest treasure.